ready to get your job posted on Indeed and get a ton more applicants. I'm so excited for you, but I want you to be careful because if you rush too much through the account creation process, you can get your account permanently disabled. That means no coming back from it, and it's so easy to really be burned on a lot of these job platform sites. Don't worry, because in this video, we're going to dive into not only how to set up your Indeed account, but also all the best tips and practices. We help manage over 1 million hiring ads every single year for small business owners and place tons of new hires with small companies all over the world. So if you want to snag some of our resources, check out the description down below to help you in your journey.
Step 1, choosing the right Indeed.
There's 2 ways to go ahead and get started, just making sure that you're on the right country for Indeed. You can go to Google and simply type in Indeed for employers. And you can go ahead and click on this very top one right here. This is if your location settings are turned on, you can come here. Another way that you can get here is if you just went to indeed.com/worldwide and click enter. That's going to take you to a list of a whole bunch of countries where you can go ahead and choose specifically which country you're hiring in. Then you can go ahead and click employers, post a job. So now that you're here, you can either click sign in or post a job. I typically like logging in with Google, but use your preference on whichever one that you like. All right, so it should look like this, something similar. They're always changing the layout. So you could see on this computer, it's like single, but then when I was on my laptop, it was double. So go with the flow, do the best that you can. You're essentially gonna be clicking on the employer option. So we're gonna click on post a job.
Step 2, creating your employer account.
Now creating your employer account. So again, the flow may change a little bit, but let's go ahead and dive in. So I want you to, I know this process right here may seem like you want to jump through it, just put random stuff. Trust me, I've seen it all. Go ahead and put in your company's legit information. Click on the button and click save and continue. All right, so just go ahead at the top, verify that the posting is going to be in the specific language that's up top. So if you want to change it from English or change the country, you can go ahead and do so right here as well too. Now let's go ahead and put in the job title. So let's just go ahead and say that this is for a house cleaning company and it's for a house cleaner. Now we're going to go ahead and select the number of people that we want to hire for this position. So we typically have an ongoing need to fill this role, so we're going to select the bottom option. Now, let's go ahead and pick the job location. So there's a lot of different ones, but the one that we typically use is the general location. So this lets you pick a specific city.
Step 3, submitting your information for approval.
Let's talk about this next part. So we're about to dive into creating a job post, which is going to be a draft job post. It's not going to be the final job post that you're going to be sponsoring. I will anticipate you to go ahead and edit this and sponsor it at a later date. Right now, we're just focused on the account creation. These are really different topics. Right now, we're really just honing into creating an account and getting you past the verification phase. I do recommend picking part-time or full-time, even if it's a contractor position. All right, so this isn't required, so you can go ahead and skip over this and come back to it at another time. Click save and continue. All right, so company description is missing. You can go ahead and put in whatever your company goal is. What I don't want you to do is just to write test or blank or like come up with it later or NA, something like that, because that's going to help. That's going to make you get rejected and disabled. To do company culture, we're going to click on show more, and you can go ahead and change these to whatever you like. Awesome. And then you can add in your own company description and customize this as well too, if you wanted to. Okay. Now, this is where you would go through all the pencil icons and start dialing it in right now. Essentially, for the job description, you want to go ahead and edit that right now. So we're going to go ahead and click add. And again, this is not a video on creating the perfect job post. This is just to get your account created. You will, of course, go through all of these pencil icons and, of course, make the edits, but that's not necessary on the very first one that you're doing. You could just leave this default information, come down to the bottom and click confirm. Again, anything that's telling you it's required, just go ahead and click it and add in something. Now let's look for any other red. Let's accept this. Let's accept this. And we'll accept this. Okay. All right, you could add them in, but again, you can even click skip and come back towards that later. If you're using the Indeed applicant apply, then you can go ahead and just go through all of these and put in some questions and deal breakers. We personally don't use these questions, so I do usually exit on these and just go ahead and click continue. What we want to do is go ahead and remove the label, so post without a budget, and click skip credit.
Step 4, submit proof of business.
And we want to go ahead and just finish verifying our account. So this is where we want to go ahead and just finish putting in your name. And then you do want to go ahead and upload one of these articles right here. So it is saying to upload a business license, tax permit, office bill, or proof of insurance. So for us, we uploaded our business license and that worked. Just want to make sure that the company name that you have is listed on the business license as well.
Step 5, change your job post status to pending.
And you'll see your job. Now we want to go ahead and just put paused. Now you can pick any of these options. We're going to say hiring is on hold for this position. And this means that you're not going to get a whole bunch of people applying for a position that wasn't really advertised correctly. This gives you more time to come in here, click on the edit, or 3 dots, click on edit. And now you can come back and re-edit your job and go through this just in a lot more detail. All right, so let's go back to the job area or the dashboard.
Step 6, set up your billing information.
So we're going to head over to the right icon up top where the little person is. We're going to come down to billing and invoices. Go over to billing information right here. Then you want to go ahead to add in your payment details. So this is where you're going to put in all the fancy little details. Once you're done, click save.
Step 7, expect a call from Indeed.
Now, don't be shocked if Indeed calls you and tries to verify some of your business information. This is most likely going to happen, so please don't hang up on them and give the person who's managing the phone a heads up and to make sure that they answer that person with details about your business. This may seem like a spam call, but I promise you it is not. It is legit. And if you hang up on them or turn them away, don't answer them, you're most likely going to get your business account disabled. And we don't want that. That's the whole point of watching this video. So expect this call, answer the call, give them a nice smile and talk with them. Trust me, they're on your side. But once you're done, you get through that phase, you have so many applicants at your disposal. If you want more help with this, definitely feel free to check out the link in the description where we're going to be diving into our hiring playbook with all the details just to take your hiring to the next level. And if you want some help with your hiring, some done-for-you recruitment, or some other resources, I'll put all that into the description. Feel free to check out some of these other videos that we have for you that we know you're going to love.